Okay, so I have to clarify, with the Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris, France, there are a number of packages, spiritual packages prepared. Okay, there's a number of them. And in each of these packages, if we select one, that's going to be the roof. Right? This glass roof is different than this glass roof. They're all different, and it's worth acknowledging there's even a few packages where it's not a glass roof. These are not glass roofs, okay? It's acknowledging this is not the only window of opportunity there is for anything, okay? There are windows of many different kinds of windows of opportunity, okay? So the glass roof, the possible glass roof that the Notre Dame Cathedral symbolizes other kinds of windows of opportunities that are in the clear. Okay. However, it could be possible that we'll select another kind of roof that is not a glass roof. However, it has a strong indication. However, these yet have a strong indication that this is now in the clear, though the roofs themselves may not be glass windows at all. Okay, so that's worth acknowledging. So we're looking forward to seeing what kind of roof are we going to select. It could be that it would be really nice to have a roof, a glass roof that has a motif that indicates the temples in Washington, D.C. and San Diego that are currently now a part of the Mormon Church. It would be nice. There is a reason why that would be very nice. However, there are others that are also very heavenly that have to do with other categories also. Okay. Okay, with psychosomatosis, we have to consider the great meaning that one may have. I mean, one could become so, you could imagine the Galadriel in The Lord of the Rings. She comes into prime when she's considering the ring with Frodo, the one ring, okay? Does she go crazy with herself, with her past meaning? I mean, she is an ancient wise woman who may have fallen here and there every now and then, I mean, when we're looking at meaning, I mean, we can imagine people coming into prime. Does Ryan come into prime? I am the very reason why, This is psychosomatic, does Bill Cosby, does Ice-T, I am the reason why this is, I mean, this is believing. See, I mean, these are different variables. Choosing to believe that their very psychopathology is what makes it evident. See, I mean, just because Galadriel, I mean, there are different variables. When looking at this case of the depiction of Galadriel in The Lord of the Rings, there are actually many variables to consider right there in that scene. I mean, we have to consider a sudden provided will to, just that overwhelms your mind, and it's not even your own hand. It's someone else messing with your mind, Why did you have a, there's even, why did somebody else schedule me to come into prime? This coming into prime wasn't even my own hand. Somebody else just overwhelmed my mind and brought me into prime. Two different variables right there. Okay, so when considering, mental health and uses of powers, we really have to look carefully at these independent variables. There really are independent variables to look carefully at. Okay. Okay, so I'm mentioning variables about mania, psychopathology, and psychosomatosis. I'm also mentioning variables about one's meaning. And I'm also mentioning variables about how one can be handled. See, there are other population groups who could be your adversaries who want to handle you. They want Bill Cosby to find himself coming into prime, even, and it's not what he wanted to happen. I mean, we have needs to counter adversaries, okay, and how we could be handled. This is very true. We can be handled, and we have to consider being virtuous with with identity, one's true identity, and when we consider, this is something to consider when considering statues. Okay, there's the different statues that we have that are very special. There's the statue of Michelangelo's David. That's a very special statue having to do with identity and image. There are these these are very important variables to talk about, write in our journals about, and develop things that are good for our minds about.